This is another episode of Notable Prisons and the inmates that has occupied them. I'm going to need y'all to do something for a player. You know what I'm saying? You know what that is. Man, get your lighters ready. It's about to go up. Drop some feedback in the comments on ways to grow the channel. I appreciate everyone for watching. And my mind went blank, but I just know that we got to get into this. So we going to hop in our little hoopty real quick, and we going to slide back east, only because I'm afraid to fly, and I can't fly back east. So we going to slide back east in the hoopty, and we're going to go to FMC Rochester, the Federal Medical Center, Rochester, in the United States Federal Prison in Minnesota. Minnesota is considered back east if you're in California. Okay? Okay. For male inmates requiring specialized long-term medical or mental health care. It's designed as an administrative facility, which means it holds inmates of all security classifications. It's operated by the Federal Bureau of Prison, and it's a division of the United States Department of Justice. And FMC Rochester is located in southeastern Minnesota, 2 miles east of downtown Rochester. Look at that. Y'all learning about Rochester today. But anyways, a little brief history real quick. FMC Rochester is one of the 6 medical referral centers within the Federal Bureau of Prisons. You know, like the health services staff at FMC include physicians, dentists, dental assistants, nurse practitioners, physical assistants, nurses, pharmacists, pharmacy technicians, doctors, radiological technicians, physical therapists, laboratory technologists, respiratory therapists, fucking CNAs, RNs. It's a whole bunch of medical people for the prison world is basically where I'm getting at, you know. And a bunch of mental health services through the psychological department are all available to the inmates. So no matter what, you have a doctor on standby. Maybe not a doctor, but damn it, you're gonna get treated for whatever sickness it is you might have, whether it's in the head or in the body. These include they also have educational groups, therapy groups, individual therapy, intensive diagnosis assessment, and inpatient treatment. In addition to outpatient substance abuse treatment services are available. Yeah. All that. But let me just put y'all up on some game. Back in 2009, though, this dude named Richard Torres, he was a CO, correctional officer, at FMC Rochester, and dude got caught up for smuggling some contraband into the facility. He thought he was finna be trapping. Rather, he was selling cell phones or some drugs for an inmate in exchange for thousands of dollars in bribes. You dig? But anyways, he got caught. He was terminated. He fired his ass, and he pled guilty to soliciting and bribing. And he was sentenced to 1 year in federal prison. I hope the money was worth it. Well, if he was able to make more than his yearly salary, right, and he saved it and he went away for a year, it probably would have been worth it for him. He would have been lonely, but see, now he would have been on the inside and not on the outside bringing stuff in. So now he would have to find someone to get him a cell phone and some work. You did? Anyways, people, let's get to it. First up, we have Jared Lee Lohner. He's serving a life sentence. And this is what he did. He was the perpetrator of the 2011 Tucson shooting in Arizona, and he pled guilty in 2012 to the attempted assassination of a U.S. Representative, Gabby Giffords, and the murder of 6 people, including U.S. District Judge. Yo. This motherfucker's crazy. He killed a judge? Bruh. He's lucky they did not smoke his ass. Like, come on now. Seriously. That's crazy. He must have just claimed that he was a crazy man or something, and they sent his ass here. Next up, we have Melvin Mays. He's serving a life sentence, and he is the lieutenant for the El Rucan street gang. And his leader, Jeff Fort, he's convicted in absentia in '87 of racketeering, drug trafficking, conspiracy to commit terrorist attacks in the U.S. on behalf of the Libyan government. He was captured in 1995 after 8 years as a fugitive. And he for sure got a life sentence. Next up, we have Luke Helder. Luke Helder. He planted homemade pipe bombs in mailboxes of 5 Midwestern states in 2002, and he was ruled incompetent to stand trial. So that means, people, that dude had more than a few screws loose. But get this, I've never seen this before or read this on this episode. He's currently being held indefinitely by the Bureau of Prisons. So that's kind of crazy. Dude is yeah. Next we have Ming Sin Shu. He's a Taiwanese guy. He kidnapped Mary Stauffer and her daughter Elizabeth, also serving a 40-year sentence on state murder charges for killing a 6-year-old boy who witnessed the crime. Shu was detained indefinitely as a dangerous sexual predator. Need y'all to do something real quick. Get your lighters ready. Get your lighters ready, because this is one individual that definitely that got smoked. They cooked his scummy ass. He's a dangerous sexual predator. Y'all know how I feel about those people. Hella scummy. Bottom feeders. I'm gonna just stop right there and keep it pushing. Next, we have Jim Baker. He was the founder of the PTL, Praise the Lord Ministries, and convicted of fraud in 1989 for stealing millions of dollars in donations from his members. I feel like that's nothing new, but that's also a topic that I'm not going to get into, because my aunt once told me, you never talk to people about religion or politics. So you don't get my opinion as far as that goes. But he was released in 1994 after serving 5 years. So he didn't get smoked. He was just running the bag up. That's right. Next we have Sol Watchler. Former chief judge of the New York Court of Appeals, pled guilty in '92 to sending messages to his ex-mistress threatening to kidnap her 14-year-old daughter in retaliation for her ending their affair. So let me get this straight. The box was that good, right? To the point that you had to threaten her relative if she didn't give you the box no more? Oh my goodness. Does he fall in the scummy category or not? Let me know in the comments below. I kind of want to put him in the scummy category just because he was thinking about doing something to a child, but he didn't do it. Yeah, I think he's scummy. What do y'all think? But anyways, he was released in '94 after serving only 11 months. Yeah, because he's a judge. He had to hook up like Master P. Next up, we have Lyndon LaRoche. 3-time presidential candidate, convicted in '88 of scheming to defraud the IRS and deliberately defaulting on more than $30 million in loans from his supporters. See, this dude right here was all about his money, and he wasn't about sharing nothing with the government. Hey, I ain't mad at him. And he was released in 1994 and after serving 5 years. And I'm sure he has a big bag like he moving in. You know what I'm talking about? Next, we have Miles J. Jones. You know, this image looks like one of them old 1943 blues people, But anyways, he was a forensic pathological physician convicted of income tax evasion. And he was released in 2010 after only serving 18 months. They didn't cook him nothing too crazy. Next up, we have Sheikh Omar Abdel Rahman. He was transferred to FMC Butner, where he died in February 2017. But I think I've covered this dude because his name sounds familiar. But anyways, he He was an Egyptian Muslim leader convicted of a seditious. Man, I don't know how to pronounce that word, okay? Go ahead, clown me in the comments. I don't. But anyways, conspiracy after investigating in the 1993 World Trade Center bombing. He died February 2017. It's over. No more bombings for you, player. Next, we have Dennis Hastert. Former House Speaker Dennis was convicted of breaking financial rules and hush money aimed at covering up sexual abuse of teenagers. So we have, he's definitely connected with some scummy business. He entered prison June 2016, was released in 2017. He served 13 months of a 15-month sentence. So this dude only got 15 months for covering up sexual abuse of teenagers? They didn't smoke his ass, but damn it, he is scummy. Next up, we have Leo Earl Sharp Sr. He was a trapper, a drug courier of the Sinaloa cartel, an inspiration for the Clint Eastwood movie The Mule. Oh, he was trapping. He entered prison May 2014, and he was granted compassionate release in June 2015. And he served 13 months of a 3-year sentence, and he died in 2016. Damn. R.I.P. to the trapper, man. He wasn't doing nothing with no kids or nothing. He was just trying to make some money. I ain't mad at you, player. Next up, Gregory Scarpa. Oh, this guy's pretty damn scummy now. He's a Colombo crime family hitman and FBI informant. He out there telling on the gang. If he got in some trouble, he'd call the gang to save him. But he got in some trouble. The water was too hot, so he had to turn it down, turn on cold water, which means he had to tell on some people. Damn FBI informants. Just one thing. It's a trip how America, we take like financial crimes more serious than crimes against like children and kids and stuff like that. I don't get that. I think it's kind of backwards. You know what I mean? But I know this much. Thank y'all for watching. Let me hear some feedback in them comments. You already know you can smack that subscribe button. And hell, stay tuned for the next episode. I'll see y'all Monday.